Okay, so by now I know everyone has heard that they are putting Summer House Martha Vineyard on pause. And I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. It's disappointing. I mean, we're noticing a pattern here, but I'm having a hard time feeling bad only because the way that Preston, Jordan, Summer, and Shanice acted towards Jasmine got me saying, ha ha, you never can win when you play dirty. Something in my mind tells me this is not the last we'll see of Jasmine, Noelle. I think Amir is going to be fine. Preston might be fine, but the rest of y'all, good luck. I don't know. It's upsetting that they would get rid of the show because I'm just now getting into it and they're getting rid of the show. I saw a lot of people say how, oh, you know, you guys don't watch it and that's the reason. I don't necessarily agree that that's the reason why they put it on pause. I don't think so. I feel like a lot of shows, the ratings aren't that great. And they Watch What Happens Live doesn't have the best ratings, but it's still around. They keep the shows that they want to keep around. That's really all it is to it. A lot of shows aren't good the first couple of seasons. Real Housewives of Potomac is one of the biggest shows now. Their ratings ain't even all of that, but it's one of the biggest shows. Them first 3 seasons, they were struggling. They were struggling. I watched since day 1. And when I tell you season 2, I barely watched. Like, it was on. I tuned in, but she right here did not tune in. Like, I was watching, the show was watching me, season 2. It was boring. I didn't really get back into it until the reunion. Season 2 of Potomac was dreadful. And I only watched season 3 out of pure obligation that it was a black show. And of course, that's where we met Candace Dillard Bassett. Well, Candace Dillard at the time, because she was a fiance. She wasn't a wife just yet. But that's where we met Candace. And when Candace came on the scene, I was like, I like her. So it got me into watching the show. And then, of course, season 4 was their breakout season. So it took y'all 4 seasons to really do what y'all supposed to do. But because it was under the Housewife banner, they kept giving them, you know, chances. So for this show to not do well, and they cut them off at the knees on season 2, I don't think that that's fair. And I'm not going to blame viewers because me, myself, y'all know, I wasn't watching until, I started watching, I think, until episode 4 is when I think I started watching. Yeah, it took me a while to get into it. And I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, you know, y'all don't watch the black shows. I don't think it's fair because, like I said, it took me a while to get into it. Like, I watched a couple episodes and I was just like, Like, I had to literally force myself, like, okay, girl, the people say it's good. You got to figure this out. And once I really sat there and watched it, I was like, okay, I guess I get it now. You know, then I had to go back and watch the season 1. And then it was like, oh, okay, now I'm into it. But I never watched the other summer houses or winter houses or whatever. I never watched none of that. So I really wasn't interested in watching this one because I just wasn't a summer house girl or a winter house girl. But it wasn't like, oh, you know, like people are like, oh, y'all don't watch the black shows and that's why the ratings are down. It was just like, I didn't see, like, there was nothing about it that made me want to watch. Now I want to watch because, you know, my friends on YouTube told me I should be watching. So, you know, of course. So that's why I got into it. But honestly, I wasn't here for it. But I don't think that that's a legitimate excuse. They keep the shows they want to keep. The shows they don't want to keep, they don't. They don't care about it. Candy and the Gang, we was tuned in. Side note, y'all. I messed around and watched an episode of Portia's Family Matters. And I know I had told y'all that I had forgiven Portia. That was probably a mistake for me to watch it because now I'm remembering all the reasons why I didn't like Portia no more. Now I'm remembering. Now that show brought in the ratings. Y'all can hate Portia if y'all want to, but that show brought in the ratings. It was a good show. Now, did it make Portia look like trash? It did. It made Portia look bad. It made Dennis likable. And I ain't never really liked Dennis. But that show made me like Dennis. It wasn't a good look for Portia, but it was really good for the ratings. I don't know, Portia, girl, if I was you, take one for the team and bring back some fun to the network, girl. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it's sad. But like I said, a part of me don't really care because that's what y'all get. You never can win when you play dirty. The way they were trying to ice out Jasmine on the show that was kind of like centered around her and her friendships, that's what y'all get. Jordan, I don't know why you would ever convince yourself that you're interested enough to carry a show with your alliance. Y'all need to talk to Candace and let Candace tell y'all how alliances ruin shows. Y'all weren't even on that level yet to think of yourselves as highly, like y'all thought so much of yourselves that y'all was gonna ice Jasmine out on the show that's centered around her. Y'all was gonna ice her out. That's what y'all get. I hope they bring back the show and keep y'all off of it. They probably gonna bring back Shanice because Shanice, like, you know, she's you could mold her. But Jordan, girl, I guess. Anyways, that's really all that I wanted to talk about as far as Summer House. I definitely enjoyed it, and I don't know if it's gonna come back ever again. If it doesn't come back, I would really love to see Noelle, Nick, Jasmine. I would like to see you people on something else if this show doesn't come back. Maybe we could do Black Aspen or something. I don't know. But I definitely need to see my girl Noelle. That is my girl, okay? I like Noelle, girl. Whatever you doing, girl, follow her on social media. Girl, wherever you are, I'm going to go watch because you my girl. I really like her, okay? She was delightful, even though, you know, I had to tap her ponytail just a little bit. But, yeah. It's unfortunate that the show may not come back, you know? They always know how to ruin a good thing. But, yeah, thanks for watching.